One of the very brave members of the Aussie online entrepreneurs has asked me to critique their Amazon listing for them. I'm going to be brutal, I'm going to be honest, but most importantly, I'm going to help them make more money. If you want to see that, stick around and we're going to get right into it. So this is Ben's product, and as you can see, it is a Grind Pro stunt scooter. All right, so have a look at that, and you tell me what you think Ben could do better on that. If this was you and you were selling this, what would you do differently? Now, clearly, it needs more reviews. There are no lifestyle images for us to go look at. Let's just check all of them. So the images need updating, okay? Like that image and that image, well, what a waste of an image. You know what I mean? Like completely, it's the same image. You could even argue that that image and that image, as far as your customer's concerned, are the same too. But what else would you change? How would you make this sell more? What would you do to it? Putting aside the images, okay? Now let's go and have a look. So the first thing to check, well, let me tell you, there's three reasons that a product, really only three reasons that a product doesn't sell very well, okay? There's only three reasons for that. They are, number one, you might want to write these down, you are selling something that people no longer want, or they never wanted. So selling something that people no longer want, or they've never wanted, okay? And that also covers Grind Pro stunt scooter. So that's, I believe, is the search term is going after, stunt scooter. That also covers that, because you could be trying to sell a stunt scooter, but nobody's searching for it. So it kind of covers that as well, okay? Covers that as well. Anyway, that's number one. They just don't want it. Number two, the way you're selling it is all wrong. The way you're selling it is all wrong. So that comes down to our product details page and what's happening here. Okay? These images, this text, this ratings. So that really covers that. Okay? The third thing that often goes wrong is that you haven't told anybody or enough people about it. So there's no traffic getting to your listing, okay? So that's things like you're not running Amazon PPC, you're not running any outside ads, you haven't ranked your product on page 1 for that particular search term, thus nobody knows about your product. So let's just have a look at that. Stunt scooters. Dun, dun, dun. So here we are. So it's also always the first thing you want to do. Stunt scooter. As you can see at the top, we've got all those things. So is this Grind Pro? Is this it here? Grind Pro, I think it is. Grind Pro. Yes, so we have got here, look, ranking in position number 2. Okay? Position number 2. So it ranks for the given search term. Okay? And it ranks sufficiently that we can't say that's the reason this isn't doing, because it doesn't get any traffic, okay? The next obvious thing is how many people actually search in Australia for stunt scooter. I don't know the answer to that without going and have a look, but that's an interesting question, next kind of follow-up question for that, okay? Because if you rank for a search term, which is great, but nobody actually looks for that search term or types that in, then you know, it's pointless ranking for it. You've got to go figure something else out to rank for that people go look for, okay? Anyway, so next we can look at, well, what's the competition like on the page? Okay, so on page competition, price, well, he's very competitively priced. I'm going to talk about price in just a second. Reviews, clearly, he needs more reviews, okay? Clearly he needs more reviews. Now, a question, and this is a hugely important question. Who is buying this product? Who buys this product? Mum, good. Mum buys this. Typically mum, I reckon absolutely okay. Mum is going to be buying it for, as Viv says, as for young males, okay? So probably under, what, 10 years old, okay? Young male for mum, well, that is the apple of her lovely, lovely eye. And what is her number one priority as far as a stunt scooter goes for her son? What's the number one? Safety. Safety is important. When something is cheap or cheaper than the other things, what do you immediately conflate in your mind? What's the assumption you make? Cheap and nasty. Not as high quality. Okay? Inferior quality. Now, you are a mum. You're buying this, or potentially a grandmum, okay? And you're buying this for little Johnny to go down the skate park and go jump over things and be a stunt rider on it, okay? So immediately you're thinking safety. Cheap price typically is good. However, when you're selling to kids and it's a mum that's buying it, it ain't so good. It ain't so good, okay? So if it were me, I would absolutely be at least as expensive as everybody else. I would not want to be the cheapest, okay? Second thing, if it were me and I was selling this, well, I'm going to be looking at safety. So I'm thinking, well, I don't want little Johnny to break any bones or bash his head. Therefore, I want to make sure that I'm going to buy him the necessary protective gear to go along with this. So that is an obvious bundle product. Obvious bundle product, okay? Now, thank you so much. We've got some very, very smart people on this call tonight. So Adrian says, the search in Australia for stunt scooter is 390 searches per month, which is nothing. Darren says, potentially a better search term is scooters for kids, Ben. So you might want to think about that, okay? So 3 things out of this already. You're too cheap because now you look like a low quality product. Your search term that you're ranking for doesn't get any traffic. It gets 390 searches a month. It's nothing. And you've got a really good idea now to bundle that to make it possibly one of the most expensive things, but to bundle it with something else, okay? That's how I would absolutely approach that. All right, so there are other things, but I reckon the first thing that Ben's got to do is he's got to get people from here to his product details page here. And the easiest way of doing that is by ranking for a better search term, having a better price, and bundling his product together with things that a mum, who's the buyer of the product, would actually want to include with it. That's how I would handle that. Bundle it with Booper. I like that. Comes with free health insurance for your child. That was a video from my regular Monday night Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We are the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs here in Australia. We have over 2,500 members and growing, and our sales are over $50 million. If you'd like to find out more about what we do and come and join us, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. The link is in the description, and I will see you on the inside. Until then, bye.